For most of our lives, we've heard one piece of advice for strong bones: drink your milk. It was a simple rule passed down through generations. But what if the science tells a more complex story? For instance, some large-scale studies have observed that countries with very high dairy intake sometimes also have high rates of bone fractures. It's a complicated finding that makes you think more deeply about bone health. The truth is, it's entirely possible to protect yourself from the challenges of osteoporosis without relying on dairy, but it requires a well-planned approach. You can build and maintain strong, resilient bones using the power of plants. In this video, we'll explore what your bones really need to thrive after 60. I'm going to share 8 powerful, nutrient-dense vegan foods that can help you fortify your bones and reduce your risk of fractures. This isn't about restriction, it's about empowerment and giving your body the right building blocks to help you stay active and independent for years to come. Rethinking dairy and bone health. For decades, dairy has been promoted as the key to bone health, mainly because of its calcium content. And calcium is absolutely critical, but the story doesn't stop there. True bone health depends on how much calcium your body actually absorbs and gets to keep. Some research has explored whether the high protein content in dairy might create a more acidic environment in the body. The theory is that to neutralize this acid, the body might pull calcium from the bones, which is its largest mineral reserve. This means that even with a high calcium intake from dairy, some of it could potentially be lost. In contrast, plant-based sources of calcium often come with other bone-supportive nutrients. Your body can absorb the calcium from certain low-oxalate plant foods, like kale and bok choy, very effectively. This is why a well-planned, plant-rich diet can be a remarkably effective strategy for protecting against osteoporosis. It's not just about getting calcium in, it's about creating an environment where that calcium stays in your bones, right where it belongs. Section 1. Dark leafy greens. The first and most important category of foods for your bones is dark leafy greens. But not all greens are created equal when it comes to calcium absorption. We're talking specifically about low oxalate greens like kale, collard greens, bok choy, and turnip greens. While spinach is very healthy, it's high in compounds called oxalates, which can bind with calcium and make it harder for your body to absorb. Kale and collards, for example, are excellent choices. A single cup of cooked collard greens contains around 268 milligrams of calcium, which is a big step toward your daily goal. But their benefits go far beyond just calcium. These greens are also loaded with vitamin K. Think of vitamin K as a traffic director for calcium. It helps activate proteins that guide calcium to your bones and teeth, ensuring it gets deposited where you need it most. Without enough vitamin K, the calcium you eat might not make it to its final destination. It's easy to work these greens into your meals. Try sautéing a large bunch of kale with garlic and a squeeze of lemon for a simple side dish. Add chopped collard greens to soups and stews, as they hold their texture well. Or, for a quick option, toss fresh bok choy into a stir-fry with your other favorite vegetables. Section 2. Calcium-said tofu. Our second food is a vegan staple that's exceptionally good for your bones. Calcium-said tofu. Tofu is made from soybeans, which already offer bone-building nutrients. However, when you check the ingredients and see calcium sulfate, you know you've got the right kind. This means that calcium was used in the process to set the tofu, turning it into a concentrated source of highly absorbable calcium. A half-cup serving of calcium-said tofu can provide a significant amount of calcium, sometimes over 400 milligrams, though this can vary by brand, so always check the label. It's also an excellent source of plant-based protein, which is another crucial component of bone. Our bones aren't just minerals, they are a living matrix that is about 50 protein by volume. Getting enough protein is essential for building and repairing this structure. Tofu is incredibly versatile. You can crumble extra firm tofu to make a scramble, seasoned with turmeric and black salt for an eggy flavor. You can also cube it and bake it until golden and crispy to add to salads or grain bowls. Or, blend silken tofu into smoothies for a creamy, protein-packed base you won't even taste. Just remember to look for calcium sulfate on the label to get the best bone-building benefits. Section 3. Fortified plant milks. If you enjoy the convenience of milk over cereal or in your coffee, fortified plant milks are an excellent choice. Options like soy, almond, oat, and rice milk are everywhere now, and they are almost always fortified with calcium and vitamin D. Manufacturers add these nutrients to match or even exceed the calcium content of cow's milk, typically providing around 300 milligrams of calcium per cup. The key advantage here is the frequent addition of vitamin D. Vitamin D is absolutely essential for calcium absorption. Without it, your body can only absorb about 10–15 of the calcium you eat. With enough vitamin D, that number jumps to 30–40. By choosing a fortified plant milk, you're getting both of these key nutrients at once. When you're shopping, just turn the carton around and look at the nutrition label. You want to see that it's been fortified with both calcium and vitamin D. Use it exactly as you would dairy milk. It's a simple and effective swap. Section 4. Beans and legumes. Our fourth food group, beans and legumes, really are champions of bone health. While they might not have the high calcium numbers of fortified milk, they provide a steady source, along with other critical minerals. White beans are particularly good, with 1 cup of cooked white beans delivering about 160 milligrams of calcium. But their real strength lies in their rich supply of magnesium and potassium. Magnesium plays a key role in converting vitamin D into its active form, which we already know is necessary for calcium absorption. It also helps a hormone called calcitonin pull calcium from the blood and deposit it into the bones. Potassium helps neutralize body acids, which may help conserve the calcium stores in your bones. Beans are affordable, versatile, and filling. You can make a 3-bean salad with chickpeas, white beans, and kidney beans, cook up a hearty lentil soup, or mash chickpeas with tahini to make your own hummus. Section 5. Nuts and seeds. Next up are nuts and seeds. For bone health, let's focus on almonds, chia seeds, and sesame seeds. Almonds are a fantastic source of calcium, magnesium, and protein. Just a quarter cup of almonds gives you nearly 100 milligrams of calcium. Sesame seeds are another calcium star. A single tablespoon contains about 88 milligrams of calcium. A great way to get them is in the form of tahini, a paste made from ground sesame seeds that serves as a key ingredient in hummus. Let's not forget chia seeds. They are not only rich in calcium and magnesium but also contain a trace mineral called boron. Boron appears to help bone health by extending the time that vitamin D and estrogen, both important for strong bones, remain active in the body. Sprinkle chia seeds over your oatmeal. Use tahini as a base for a creamy salad dressing. Or keep a small bag of almonds with you for a bone-building snack. Section 6. Dried figs. If you have a sweet tooth, our sixth food is for you. Dried figs. It might be surprising to see fruit on this list, but figs are a remarkable source of bone-friendly minerals. Just 5 dried figs provide around 135 milligrams of calcium, along with a good amount of magnesium and potassium. They offer a wonderful way to get these essential nutrients in a sweet, satisfying package. The combination of minerals works together. The calcium provides the building material, while the magnesium and potassium help ensure your body can use it effectively. Figs are a perfect snack on their own. You can also chop them up and add them to your morning cereal or oatmeal for natural sweetness. They pair beautifully with nuts, so a handful of almonds and a couple of dried figs makes for an ideal afternoon snack that actively supports your bone density. Section 7. Fortified juices and breads. While whole foods should always be your foundation, modern food fortification can be a practical ally. Many common foods, like orange juice and some breakfast cereals, are now fortified with calcium and vitamin D. A glass of fortified orange juice can provide as much calcium as a glass of milk, often with vitamin D included to boost absorption. This is an incredibly convenient option. If you already enjoy a bowl of cereal or a glass of juice in the morning, choosing a fortified version requires zero change to your habits. Similarly, many breads and flours are enriched with calcium, contributing to your daily intake with every sandwich you eat. The key, as always, is to become a savvy label reader. Don't just assume a product is fortified. Take a moment to check the nutrition panel. Look for calcium and vitamin D, and see what percentage of the daily value it provides. This simple habit can help you effortlessly increase your intake of these vital bone nutrients. Section 8. Broccoli. Last but not least is broccoli. While it's in the same family as kale, it deserves its own special mention. Broccoli is a true superfood for your skeleton because it provides a fantastic combination of bone-building nutrients. A cup of cooked broccoli contains a respectable amount of calcium, but its real value comes from its huge doses of vitamin C and vitamin K. We've talked about vitamin K's role as a calcium director. Vitamin C is just as important, as it is essential for making collagen. Collagen is the protein framework that gives your bones flexibility and helps them resist fracture. Without enough collagen, bones can become brittle, even if they are dense with minerals. By providing calcium, vitamin K, and vitamin C, broccoli supports both the mineral density and the flexible protein matrix of your bones. Steam it lightly to preserve its nutrients. Roast it with a little olive oil until tender, or chop it up raw and add it to salads. Bonus tips. Essential allies for bone health. Building strong bones isn't just about the foods you eat. A few other factors are non-negotiable for preventing osteoporosis. First is vitamin D. I've mentioned it several times for a reason. It's the key that unlocks calcium absorption. The best source is sensible sun exposure, about 15-20 minutes on your arms and legs a few times a week. However, depending on where you live, your age, and your skin tone, this may not be enough. In that case, fortified foods and a vitamin D3 supplement are often necessary. Second is weight-bearing exercise. Your bones are living tissues that respond to stress by growing stronger. Activities like walking, jogging, dancing, and light weightlifting signal your body to deposit more minerals and strengthen its structure. Even a brisk walk every day can work wonders. Finally, a well-planned vegan diet needs to account for all essential nutrients. For overall health, which is the foundation of bone health, pay special attention to getting enough protein, vitamin D, and vitamin B12. Protecting yourself from osteoporosis after 60 isn't about reluctantly drinking milk. It's about embracing a vibrant, delicious, and powerful way of eating that nourishes your body from the inside out. A well-planned diet rich in dark leafy greens, calcium-set tofu, fortified foods, beans, nuts, and broccoli provides the calcium, vitamin K, magnesium, and protein your bones need. By incorporating these foods into your diet, getting your vitamin D, and staying active, you are taking powerful, proactive steps to build a stronger, more resilient future. I hope this has shown you just how many amazing, plant-based options there are for building strong bones. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What is your favorite bone-healthy vegan food from this list, or do you have another one to share? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful and want more practical, science-backed tips for senior wellness, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Thank you for watching.